Hi students, in this section we are going to see few very important models in viscosity. A ball of mass m and density rho is being released from the inside a fluid of density rho by 2, and the coefficient of viscosity nu. Find the net force on the ball if the speed is achieved by 60% of terminal velocity. If you see anything like the 60% x percentage of terminal velocity, first write it terminal velocity. Draw a ring, sphere, and there is a downward force, gravitational force. Upward force is a buoyancy force. There is a drag force also. Okay, if you draw the diagrams, this is a drag force, buoyancy force, and the gravitational force. Buoyancy force is equal to density, what is liquid density? Rho by 2 into v into g. Gravitational force is rho into v into g. Drag force is equal to 6 pi nu r into v terminal velocity. So 6 pi nu r into v terminal velocity is equal to rho vg minus rho by 2 into vg, because acceleration is equal to 0 when it is reached terminal velocity. Okay, it is equal to rho by 2 vg. Okay, now one section is over. Now he is saying when it is at 60% of terminal velocity, when it is 60%, now draw a free body diagram. 60% upward force, downward force, upward force. Now drag force is equal to 6 pi nu into what is the velocity v here? Velocity v, and buoyancy force is equal to rho by 2 v into g, and rho into vg is the gravitational force, buoyancy force. Okay, now v is equal to, how much is the value? 0.6 into terminal velocity, 6 pi nu r into 0.6 into v terminal velocity. Let's write the net force. Net force is equal to downward force minus upward force. Downward force is equal to rho vg minus rho by 2 vg plus 6 pi nu r into r vt into 0.6. 0.6 I am writing here. 6 pi nu r vt we already know, rho by 2 into vg. Rho vg minus rho by 2 vg plus 0.6 into rho by 2 vg. So 0.7 by 2, so rho vg minus 0.5 plus 0.3 rho vg, it is equal to 0.2 into rho vg. Rho v is nothing but mass, 0.2 into mg. Okay, this is how we should solve this problem. Answer D is answer. Next, go to the other question. In hospital, a patient receives 500 centimeter cube of blood transfusion through a needle which is length 5 centimeter and inner radius is 0.03 centimeter. If the blood bag is kept at 85 centimeter above the needle, so how long the transfusion takes place? Given viscosity of the blood is 0.00717 poise. Okay, the poise is given in CGS units. Everything is given in CGS units. Don't have to worry about it. When you see anything needle, this you should assume that very small diameter. It is assumed like a capillary tube. Capillary tube. In a capillary tube, volumetric flow rate Q is equal to pi p r power 4 by 8 nu L. So volumetric flow rate Q is equal to, this can also be, so volume by time. Okay, here volume is given 500 and p. Sir, how to get p value? Radius is known, viscosity is known, length is known. P is equal to how much height it is kept? 85 centimeters. So p is equal to, so it is kept at a 85 centimeter height. 85 centimeter height. So p is equal to, you can write as rho gh. P is equal to, okay, p is equal to rho gh, you substitute, and what is the rho? Density of liquid is given. So density of blood 1.02. Substitute the values, you will get the time. Time is equal to volume by volume into 8 nu L by pi p r power 4. Substitute the values, you will get the answer. Let's see another question. This is also a small tube connected to a tank. This is what tube? Capillary tube. A capillary tube connected to a tank. So this is a tank area is A, and this tube is present like this, and find initially height is h1, how much time it takes to reach the height h2. Okay, now we should balance equation of continuity. What is volumetric flow rate through Q? Probability Q is equal to pi p r power 4 by 8 nu L. P is nothing but pressure drop, P1, P2. So P1 minus P2 is nothing but P here. Okay, now P1 is equal to P atmosphere. P1 is equal to P atmosphere plus density of liquid is rho L into G into H at height H. Assume that H. And P2 is equal to P atmosphere. P1 minus P2 is equal to rho L into G into H. Okay, we got this. P is equal to pi rho L G into height H r power 4 by 8 nu L. Listen carefully. This H is a constant or variable? H is a variable. Initially height H1, where the height H1, the pressure will be rho G H1. At height H2, pressure is equal to rho G H2. So that's why I consider intermediate height H. And how to equate this? Volumetric flow rate is equal to area into dH over dt. So dH over dt is equal to, height is decreasing na. So initially height H1, area, what is A? Area of the container. H is rate of change of height. So H is equal to, I am writing dH by, so H I can take out H pi rho L G r power 4 8 nu L dt, and area also we can take it down, integrations from where to where? H1 to H2. So minus sign will be there. So ln H2 by H1 is equal to pi rho L G r power 4 by 8 nu L into A into T. So minus sign will be there. Minus sign, why minus sign it is? So which is greater? If is minus sign is given, ln H instead of H2 by H1 by H2 will be there. Pi rho L, this is a constant, some constant into K into time. This much time it takes to time t time takes to empty the to change height from H1 to H2. They cannot ask how much time it takes to empty, because H becomes 0, ln 0 becomes undefined. Okay, let's go to the other question. Velocity, water flowing on a horizontal fixed surface such that velocity varies with y as v is equal to, v is given, v is equal to k into 2y square by a square minus y cube by a cube. Coefficient of viscosity is nu. What will be the force per unit area along the unit area? Unit area means a is equal to 1 meter square or whatever. So like along the liquid layer, force acting per unit area along the layers, acting between the layers of water at y is equal to a. So we have formula, viscosity form, viscous forces is equal to nu a dv by dy. At y is equal to some position a is given. So first dv by dy. So if you do dv by dy, k into 4y by a square minus 3y square by a cube. At y is equal to a, if we substitute k 4 by a minus 3 by a, it will be equal to k by a. So dv by dA at y is equal to a. So now viscous force is equal to nu, right, as it is nu, a is known, is equal to 1, dv by dy, k by a, nu k by a. This is the viscous force. So velocity, if the body is trying to go in the forward direction between the layers, the force will be, viscous force will be in the backward direction. Okay, let's go to the other question. A thin movable plate is separated from two fixed plates P1 and P2. Fixed plates means velocity at P1 is equal to 0, on the side also velocity V2 is equal to 0, and highly viscous liquid of coefficient of viscosity nu1 and nu2. Here nu1 and nu2 is given. Nu2 is equal to 9 times nu1. Okay, if the distance between, so area of the contact movable plate with each liquid is same. Okay, every liquid has same contact area. If the distance between the two fixed plates is h, okay, distance between the two fixed plates is h, and the distance h1 of movable plate from the upper plate is such that movable plate can moved with finite velocity by applying the minimum possible force. if you see minimum or maximum, that thing should come to strike. With respect to whom it should be minimum? With respect to h. So force should be minimum with respect to whom? h1. So we should write df by dh1 should be equal to 0. First, on whom? On the plate. Draw free body diagram of plate. This is the plate. Because of upper liquid, the force, viscous force, body say this is trying to move in the forward direction, velocity v, and the force, say external force is f. Okay, f external, the f external by dx1 is equal to 0. So f1 is equal to nu1 a into dv1 by, so dv by dv over dy1, because from here to here distance h1 actually, and here nu2 a dv by dy2. Velocity is going, now listen carefully, nu1 a dv is v2 minus v1, its velocity move with velocity v minus 0, which is fixed, distance is h1, and nu2 is equal to how much? 9 times nu1. 9 times nu1 into area into same area on the both sides, v minus 0 by how much is the height from here to here? h minus h1. So external force is equal to, f external is equal to nu1 a v by h1 plus 9 nu1 a v by h minus h1. So then this force def external by dh1 must be equal to 0. Differentiate it, it will be, it is equal to nu1 a v by h1 square, minus will be there, plus 9 nu1 a v by h minus h1 whole square, minus will be there, and differentiation of minus 1, it will be, it is equal to nu1 a v, nu1 a v gets cancelled, 1 by h1 square is equal to 9 by h minus h1 square. You can get the value h minus h1 by h1 square is equal to 9. Get the value of h1, that is the position where you will get a minimum force, minimum possible force. Let's go to the other question. This is a very important model, listen carefully. So a liquid of viscosity u, okay, so a viscous liquid of viscosity nu is filled between outer fixed cylinder and inner outer fixed cylinder. Outer fixed cylinder means what? Fixed is nothing but velocity is equal to 0 outer layer. There is one more layer inside, say this is the inside layer, small radius. What is the small radius? r1, and it is moving to a longer velocity omega naught. Okay, there will be, so body is trying to go in which direction? Body is trying to go in this direction, but viscous force will act in the backward direction. Viscous force is equal to, what is the formula? Nu area of contact into dv by dy. Nu into area of contact. What is the area of contact? This is the, how it is looking like, how much surface is in contact with the liquid. So this is a cylindrical surface is 2 pi r into L, 2 pi r1 into L into dv. What is the velocity it is moving? Upper layer, v is equal to r omega naught. But he is saying, the question here he asked, okay, as shown in the figure, solid is not initial angular velocity omega naught. Find out the time after which angular velocity becomes half. Angular velocity initially omega naught is given, after that omega naught by 2 omega. So which means to say omega is variable. So if omega is variable, I am considering some intermediate omega as just r omega. So at any time I am considering omega as r omega minus 0 by, what is the distance from here to here? For outside layer is r2 and inside is r1, r2 minus r1. So viscous force and okay, viscous force we got. Next, because of this viscous force, what happens to body here? So listen carefully. Body has a torque. Body experiences a torque in the clockwise direction. Torque. So because of torque is equal to I alpha. I alpha force is equal to force into viscous force into radius. How much is the radius? R1. So it is in a clockwise direction. Okay. I alpha I can write it as d omega by dt, which is equal to F is equal to nu 2 pi r1 into L r omega by r2 minus r1. Okay, omega is a variable. What is the I value for cylinder? I is equal to m r1 square by 2. So r1 square r1 gets cancelled. Don't think that these two are different. D omega by omega I can write as omega. So this is r1 omega. R1 also gets cancelled. Okay, d omega by omega is equal to 2 pi into nu into L into 2 by, so 2 into 2 becomes 4. So 4 by nu L by R2 minus R1 into dt. So do the integrations. Integration vary from where to where? Initially what is angular velocity? Initial angular velocity is omega naught, and finally it becomes omega naught by 2. So substitute the limits omega naught to omega naught by 2 and 0 to time t. Substitute the limits, you will get the time, after which the angular velocity of the cylinder comes to half of the angular velocity. Thank you.